Good evening. LA Galaxy head coach Curt Onalfo calling the Galaxy's 5-2 defeat in an exhibition match. We'll jump straight into questions for Curt. Adam?
Curt, so 5-2 for them is the same. 5-2 for them is the same as 2-5 for you guys. It's kind of a training exercise. How do you feel like the boys got through the game? What do you feel like you learned?
I thought it was a real positive experience. We started a young group playing against a world-class team and finished obviously with a stronger group, and I thought ended the game in a real positive way. Valuable minutes for all of our players as we prepare for our dogfight of the second half of the season.
Scott?
Curt, 3 years ago when the Galaxy played this team and the scoreline was 7-0, the players afterwards to a man talked about how embarrassed they were. And it was something that they seemed to keep inside of them and seemed to be something that may have helped them as they pushed on towards the championship that year. Yeah. This is a completely different team, not as veteran a team, a much younger team that's finding itself. And at times this game was in position where it might have looked like that. The way that this game finished, scoring 2 goals, really competing in the latter part of the game, was that important for this group in terms of confidence, or in that it's a game that really doesn't matter? Was the experience all that really mattered?
I mean, for me, it was ending that way was a real positive. So we'll certainly build on that. As we go into the second half of our season.
Josh?
Curt, you got Jermaine Jones back for the first time in almost 70 days. You got Daniel Steres back on the field as well. You feel like this team is finally starting to get some healthy bodies back?
Yeah, I mean, it was nice this week. We had as close to a full group that we've had all year. Obviously, we still have Leggett and Baju Sidic, who's still out. Jose Villarreal as well, but we're starting to get healthy, and that obviously feels good. I wanted to try to manage the game to get guys back, to keep moving forward. It's not an easy thing to do when you're playing against Man U, but at the end of the day, mission accomplished.
Sophie?
Curt, there was some sloppy mistakes. I know it's a friendly, but the 2 goals, especially the first 2.
Three balls lost when you lose balls against world-class players in your defensive third, you will get punished.
Do you think that lack of concentration in those moments was due to the fact that it wasn't still friendly? Is that?
No, I just think it's in the first half playing at a very high speed, and we got to be quicker and see it. So those are moments where those players involved, I believe, will grow from. Unfortunately, sometimes you have those growing pains, for me, it was a fast game, and we just need to be quicker and we need to be sharper, and we can't lose the ball in those areas.
Mark?
Curt, can you please elaborate on your decision to start the younger side first and the more experienced side second? And on top of that, of the young players who started the game, which of them impressed you and are maybe giving you a bit of food for thought when considering your starting 11 for Vancouver?
I think in terms of that decision, for me, we're thinking about Wednesday, and we needed to make sure that if there was certain things took place, that if guys needed to play 90 minutes, there were certainly players that wouldn't necessarily be starting on Wednesday, so that came into play. Also, I look at these games as great experiences for every player. I mean, you're playing against Man U. Every player deserves to get on the field and play. And I feel like if we didn't give maybe that first goal away early on, maybe it was. Maybe we get in at 1-0 and it's a little bit of a different situation. But, but I do think some of the players perform well and position themselves better to be in our starting group. I don't want to comment on that.
Simon?
Coach, sorry, Ashley Cole's obviously played tonight. There's a report in England today that Birmingham are wanting to try and bring him back. Has he mentioned anything to you, and is it something that you would be willing to allow to happen?
I haven't heard anything about that, so I won't comment on that.
Adam?
Curt, we didn't see Pele tonight. How close is he to kind of getting ready? Could he be available for Wednesday?
I think it's going to be early for him. We have to see how he progresses, but you know, his first training day was Wednesday, and he's been out. His last game was 5 weeks ago, so it's going to take him a little time to find his game form and incorporate him into the team.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Curt.
Okay.